Hey guys, I've come to you today because it's time for me to say goodbye to the site that introduced me to the internet. And I'm going to do this in two parts. The first part is going to kind of describe my history and kind of the background of my history with the site. And there's a second video that is going to be the actual goodbye. It's going to be a letter to them. And I've decided to put these into two separate videos. It's going to be the one vlog, but if you're looking for like playlist, I guess for playlist reasons, it'll be in the same playlist. So one will just say kind of the history, the background, and it'll have the date in part one, and then the other part will say part two. Not hard to follow, but for those of you guys who kind of go through playlists to watch my videos, that's just for you guys' awareness. Also, there was a schedule update posted kind of late one night on my Twitter account, and so I'm also going to link that in the description just for those of you guys who don't follow me on Twitter, because that was kind of important, and it's kind of, yeah, really important. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and warn you guys this is probably going to be a longer vlog, and I'm sorry about that. The site that I'm saying about here today is CastleTV.net. I first found them back in July of 2010, around the time I joined Twitter. I had originally followed them thinking they were the official Twitter for this show Castle that I had started enjoying, you know, my eighth grade year, and I was like, this is cool, like, okay, I'll follow this thing. And the one day they had posted a link to their chat room, and thinking it was the official thing, I went in there and was like expecting to be able to talk with, oh my god, I'm talking with these great stars of this great show. And I was wrong, actually. They had a couple of special guest chats, but that wasn't that night. You know, that night it was just people coming to hang out. And I don't remember why I stuck around there, but I did. And I hung around and I talked for a while. I got to know people, and I went back. I had just originally created an account like, okay, whatever, I'm never gonna come back to this thing. And so I went back the next day, you know, just like, you know, this is cool, this is fun. And then I went back the next day, and the next day, and almost daily for at least a good 2 years. After that, there were some people that came in, and a lot of the chat just started getting populated by people who couldn't really hold an intellectual conversation with. So I left, because a lot of the friends I'd made, I'd already had them on Twitter and Skype, and in fact there's still like a Skype group of us that we have this group chat and we'll kind of talk to each other from time to time. One of the best friends I've made on there, I actually introduced her to the whole YouTube, watching Let's Plays, that kind of thing, and you know, we've kind of introduced each other to like these different like little things that we found along the way. And I owe it a lot to this place, but I'll kind of talk more about that, and you'll hear more about that if you choose to watch the letter video. This site kind of introduced me, not so much to Twitter, but it introduced me to a lot of the people, and the idea that not everyone on the internet is some crazy stranger who wants to hunt you down and hurt you. It's also the same place that introduced me to Tumblr. People kind of kept posting Tumblr links in the chat room, and so eventually I went out there and I checked it out, and I ended up signing up for it. And I owe a lot to that, because Tumblr is how I found different shows that I've liked. That's how I got into Doctor Who, and I've gotten into lots of different things, and I've started watching different things. I've learned a lot I learned a lot. I learned a lot about people, I learned a lot about shows, and I learned a lot about fandoms. And I really, you know, that really helped me a lot through some difficult times, is, you know, this group of people, and they were very good to me. And so it's time to say goodbye, and I'll get more into that in the letter video, which is what I'm going to start next. So that's going to be the end of my letter history. If you guys have any questions about it, you guys are welcome to ask me anything. I'm more than happy to talk about my time in that chat room, about, you know, different ways it's helped me. And I do want to give, there are two people in particular, I want to go ahead and give huge shout outs and major gratitude to. These two people have helped me through thick and thin, and through so much. They've watched me grow up, essentially. You know, they were some of the first people who I got really close to in this chat room, and now I'm getting ready to graduate, and it's crazy. The first person is a writer friend of mine who was really always there for me, always, you know, trying to get me connections when I wanted to be at the point in my life when I thought, yeah, I want to do writing. Writing is fun. I want to do that for the rest of my life. And that is JC Rosin, screen name. So I'm going to link her Twitter in the description. She has been like another grandmother to me, and it's just, I owe her a lot. I'm very, very thankful for her presence in my life. The other person is Bell Lover. I'm also going to link her Twitter in the description. She's just been a great friend, and like, she's the sister I never had, and I appreciate her, and I really, really love her so much, and I really love everything she's done for me. You know, I got her into John Green and all these different things when I started getting, you know, onto YouTube, and when I started discovering YouTube and like the people on YouTube. She and I have always been really kind of gotten into that together. We've, you know, fangirled over John Green. We'll sit on the nights that Proton John streams. We'll both, you know, if we're both in the chat, we'll have Skype. We'll have like our Skype IM window going, copying and pasting things from the chat that, you know, the other person might have missed, or, oh my god, did you just hear that? Like, that is so great, that kind of stuff. So, I'm very thankful to her for that. So you guys really should go check both of those lovely women out. And if you guys are watching this, thank you for everything you've done. But now comes time for the hard part, and that's the goodbye. Not to them in particular, but in the next half of this video, I'm going to say goodbye to CastleTV. And I'll explain why in there, and if I don't get a chance to, then I will include a little bit more in the description, or like add some text at the end of this video. But that next half of this vlog is going to be just the letter. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my outro. There will be a video up next week. It's going to be the video that was supposed to go up last week, and it's all recorded already. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay cool.